All right, y'all, we're taking a look at this Boudoir Facebook ad. Gonna diagnose it, see if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. All right, so BLCS is when the unique CTR all of our Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%, aka fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking somewhere on our Boudoir Facebook ad, which means our ad is entering fewer than 6 out of every 100 women's brains, which means fewer than 6 out of every 100 women that see our ad actually have a non-zero chance of actually buying from us. So we gotta get this unique CTRL number up as high as possible, so we maximize the number of women who actually have a non-zero chance of buying from us. And we got to get above 6%. 6% is literally the minimum. That is the lowest we should ever be. And that's because a unique CTRL under 6% is not normal. It is actually the symptom of a deeper root cause. And that deeper root cause are the 3 pre-click mistakes. Now, this is super common. Unique CTRL under 6% is because everyone I'm seeing is making these same mistakes, but nobody knows that they're making the mistakes. We also know that a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low-click advertiser, BLCA. All right, so overall, we got our universe starting here. A BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Next, we also know that BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico, and treatment takes about a week. And we know this because we invented it and we've already done it a bunch of times. It's worked every time. And the way treatment works is we duplicate the current Boudoir Facebook ad, and we leave the original and we actually do Boudoir Pico treatment on the duplicated ad, which takes about a week. At the end, we keep whichever one running as the best metrics. Now, once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment, PCA. So we get rid of the 3 pre-click mistakes and we achieve PCA, pre-click alignment. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. Now, basically, we finally got our unique CTRL above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So this is our full universe here. A BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Treated with Boudoir Pico takes about a week. We achieve PCA pre-click alignment, and we become a dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost. So here we go. My residency, first part of it. Go out there in the wild, find a Boudoir Facebook ad, bring it back to the hospital, test it. We found the first one had a unique CTRL of 4.3%. So unique CTRL under 6%. We know that BLCS is present, Boudoir low click syndrome. So took that, treated it with Boudoir Pico, takes about a week, and we got the unique CTRL up to 6.88%. So we found that the original Boudoir Facebook ad was actually wasting 37% of ad spend. And as a result, if they were spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, now they only need to spend 6,300 bucks a month on the new Boudoir Pico treated ad in order to get their ad into the same number of women's brains. And that difference, that delta, 3,700 bucks a month, they no longer have to spend. You can just keep it in the pocket every single month, 3,700, 3,700, 3,700. At the end of 12 months, it's like a 40K kind of phantom bonus, Boudoir Pico bonus, whatever, back in their pocket that they didn't have to do no extra work for. Second part of my residency, found a second Boudoir Facebook ad out in the wild, brought it to the hospital, tested it, found its unique CTRL is 1.39%. So unique CTRL under 6%. We know that BLCS is present, Boudoir low click syndrome. So we got the treatment though. Boudoir Pico takes about a week. And we got the unique CTRL up to 9.13%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 84% of its ad spend. 84%. And as a result, we are actually increasing. Well, that means that if they're spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, now they only need to spend $1,600 a month on with the Boudoir Pico treated ad to get into the same number of women's brains. So that's $8,400 a month savings. They no longer have to spend. Eliminate that. That was all being wasted back in the boudoir photographer's pocket every single month. And it was like a phantom profit, a Boudoir Pico profit. And at the end of 12 months, it's like a 100K bonus back in their pocket that they no longer have to spend. Finally, we got had a patient come through to my hospital, and his unique CTRL is 5.03%. So again, unique CTRL under 6%. BLCS is present. Boudoir low click syndrome. But we know what to do. We got the treatment, Boudoir Pico, takes about a week, and we got the unique CTRL up to 15.35%. So we found out his original Boudoir Facebook ad is wasting 67% of its ad spend. So if you spend 10 grand a month on that original, you now only need to spend $3,300 a month on the new Boudoir Pico treated ad to get it into the same number of women's brains. Now, as a result, the $6,700 a month is literally, back in the boudoir photographer's pocket because they don't have to spend it. And like a phantom bonus, like a Boudoir Pico bonus. And after 12 months, it's like 80K extra bonus. So after doing this a bunch, we found out the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting about 50% of its ad spend. And as a result, look at these numbers right here. We got wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%. And take the average of these numbers, probably somewhere between 50 to 60%. So wasting about 50% of its ad spend, that means if spending more than 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, then they are literally 5K is being wasted every single month. We can eliminate that, eliminate 100% of that. So approximately 5K is being wasted every month. We can put that back, approximately that amount back in the Boudoir photographer's pocket by having them no longer need to spend it, no longer need to spend that. So it'd be, again, a phantom profit, like a Boudoir Pico profit. And at the end of 12 months, it's like 60K phantom profit, 60K Boudoir Pico profit months. All right, so we're gonna diagnose this if we believe it has we believe it has BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome with a unique CTR all under 6%. So we got, the below creative cluster mistake here. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is we're trusting what Facebook says we should fill out for our ad is the best thing for us instead of the best thing for Facebook. So we do it. And the consequence is way more women start scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ads, pulling our unique CTRL under 6%, contributing to BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. So this is not good for us. Good for Facebook though, because they can serve more ads per unit time the more women scroll by our ads per unit time. So Facebook makes more money per unit time, which is why they recommend us to do this. Second thing we look at, creative. Okay, this looks like an ad mistake. False belief that causes us to make this mistake is we believe our Boudoir Facebook ads should look like ads because every other Boudoir photographer's, nearly every other Boudoir photographer's Boudoir Facebook ads look like ads. And this is incorrect. We don't want to make this mistake. What actually happens is it causes way more women to scroll by our Boudoir Facebook ads than necessary, pulls our unique CTRL under 6%, and actually decreases or increase the probability we have BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. Finally, looking at the see more headline here. First 2 3/4 lines Facebook mobile news feed. This is all people will see actually when they see our ad. So, Boudoir photo shoot. 7 series funding Boudoir. All right, so basically no context here of context that we need to set. So it's the lack of context mistake. The false belief that causes us to make this mistake is that we actually believe that we've set enough context to optimize bringing the correct women in, clicking on our ad, and and um, and when in fact we didn't reach that goal, and we're actually having way more women scroll by our Boudoir Facebook ad than is necessary without actually um, without clicking on our ad at all. So consequence of this pulls our unique CTRL under 6%, contributes to BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. So looking at all this, my diagnosis is the unique CTRL of this Boudoir Facebook ad is most likely under 6%. Therefore, yes, I do believe it has BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. So if you're a BLCA with BLCS, so Boudoir low click advertiser with BLCS, and you you're spending more than 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, and you actually do not, you're seeing the market get more saturated with more boudoir photographers. So you're seeing, anytime someone gets a new iPhone, they're throwing out their Google My Business profile that they now do boudoir, or they get a new camera and they're posting in the mom groups that they now do boudoir shoots. So it's getting more and more, basically it's getting more and more. Saturated, more competitive, and you're seeing, inflation rise, cost of living rise, and everything. And you're actually hoping you're already optimizing the business, optimizing other parts of the business. Less basically same effort, more results, or less effort, same results. Optimizing there, actually pull more profit out, and you're now ready to do that for the Facebook ad part of your business, because you see Boudoir Pico, can save on average approximately, 5K a month to eliminate that and waste to spend. Put that back in your pocket so you don't have to spend it, and increase your, so that'd be like 60K over the next 12 months approximately. And you actually you want to get the outcome of using the Boudoir Pico treatment, and you want to achieve pre-click alignment PCA and acquire or become a dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir Brain Entry Boost, so that you can be on your way to being the #1 boudoir photographer in your city. Then shoot me a DM. Well, shoot me a DM when my basically when I open for a new patient intake, then shoot me a DM. And my DMs are closed right now. Yeah, I'm not accepting new patients right now. But when I am, shoot me a DM and we will see if you qualify for the Boudoir Pico treatment.